Good afternoon, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. An update with Thanksgiving. I told you guys yesterday that this morning me and my dad were going to go run to Meijer to get the turkey. Also to Menards to go, and I don't know if I told you guys this yesterday, but we ended up going and picking up some Christmas lights that are for our bush outside, and we did them last year. The problem was that it was not super full, so the bush looked really dumb. So then this year my dad was like, let's get another strand of them. We ended up going to Menards last week, I think it was, and we got, yeah, it was last week, we got a strand of them, but they ended up being like the frosted ones and not like the completely colored ones. They were like frosted colored ones, I guess, but they were different, and so my dad ended up returning them and actually ended up getting a better deal. So we got like the whole like ring of them. He returned them and ended up getting 2 packs that were smaller, but actually ended up having more lights for like $5 cheaper or $10 cheaper, I think, than what we ended up paying. Whereas we ended up buying the other thing for 30 bucks and we only got this one for $20. So my dad ended up like putting that like towards what he was buying at the grocery store. And then on top of that too, we also got an 11% rebate too. So I think he spent like maybe, I don't know, it was a $5 mail-in rebate. So I think it was maybe like $40 or something like that. But again, we got like $30 of that back, or it was probably like 40-50 bucks. So we only ended up spending like $10 or $20 or something like that at Menards. But we did not end up going to Meijer because we are actually going to be having Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving Day with our family, like our family Thanksgiving, and we're doing it at my aunt's house. So we will not need to bring the turkey, and we are not going to be having the turkey. I told you guys too, I was like, oh, I don't mind like getting it, you know, and or getting the turkey breast too, you know, just having like extras for the freezer and just making it at a different time, because, you know, it doesn't have to be Thanksgiving to have a turkey. You know, you can make it at any time. And then normally my mom will make like turkey noodle soup afterwards, but again, we're not going to be having it, which is kind of weird because normally the last several Thanksgivings we have had it like the day after, like either Friday or Saturday, like after Thanksgiving, and we are going to be having it now actually on Thanksgiving. It's kind of weird just because, again, normally it's our immediate family celebrating Thanksgiving on like everybody that's in our house, Matthew and like all of us, you know, Matthew, Jack, me, my mom and dad, as an immediate family. And I don't know if Matthew's girlfriend ended up coming over last year. Maybe they went somewhere for like the last, like, I don't know, like real late at night just for like dessert over to her family's or something like that. I can't remember. It was either that or maybe that was for Christmas. No, I don't think it was on Christmas. I don't remember exactly. Anyways though, so yeah, Thanksgiving is changing. Like I said, it's kind of weird just because normally, like, we normally end up making like holidays like a whole day long thing. Like breakfast, we'll do breakfast in the slow cooker like overnight, or we'll do something for breakfast. Then, you know, normally Thanksgiving we do in the slow cooker. I think I might have shown you guys even when I've made it before. It's like a French toast, like slow cooker egg thing, sort of, and it cooks overnight in the slow cooker, so in the morning it's ready and it smells stinking amazing. The only problem is that because it is bread in the slow cooker, I normally end up using the our timer slow cooker, so it will cook and then stay on warm all night. You know, so when I put it in the slow cooker and then it cooks overnight and then it will stay on warm. The only problem is sometimes on the very sides of the slow cooker and sometimes on the very bottom, some of the bread will wind up sticking and like the egg will wind up sticking to it, and it is an insane pain. Like I have to soak the slow cooker like for a very long time, sometimes like over 24 hours for it to actually like be able to be cleanable. If not, it's got like this stuff is just like you can feel it along the sides, like it won't come off. So I like to use like the slow cooker liners when I'm doing those, because it's way easier to clean up. I've noticed that, along with really anything that has like syrupy sort of stuff in there, like that orange barbecue chicken that I made the other day also took a really long time to have the slow cooker soak for, just because of how, like, you know, it kind of like crystallizes sometimes if it gets too hot on the sides of the slow cooker, and so it sometimes is a pain as well to clean. But like I was saying, with that, we'll normally do that for like Thanksgiving morning, because again, it's one less thing that we don't have to worry about as far as, you know, oven and cooking and cleaning and all that kind of stuff. It's just one slow cooker. Normally we end up doing like 2 or 3 loads of dishes on Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever anyway. And we sometimes do the same thing for Christmas as well, but I think last year or maybe 2 years ago we ended up doing a pumpkin like monkey bread sort of, like I said, it's like a, I guess it's like a French toast slow cooker bake kind of thing, even though you're not baking it. But that's what I would kind of say it's sort of like. And it's nice too, because again, you can make it the night before, not have to worry about it in the morning, and, you know, also to not worry about, you know, you can feed people in a different room and have the kitchen clean for, you know, and away from all of the other breakfast things going on, you know, if they're, you know, or set it off to the side and have other space able to, you know, bake and cook for, and starting all that for Thanksgiving, you know, and so yeah, we're not going to do that. And then normally too, we'll do like snacks during the day as well. You know, like I was telling you guys yesterday, like cheese and crackers and, you know, just like that kind of thing, like a appetizer sort of thing, like throughout the day. So again, breakfast in the morning and then kind of that. But again, you normally wind up eating Thanksgiving super early. So that's what we normally end up doing for Thanksgiving. And like I said, it's just going to be weird because we haven't done that in like a really long time. But they're going to be having Thanksgiving. We're supposed to be there at 11 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, that's like, you know, we're going to be eating probably at like 1 or 2 o'clock like in the morning. Well, I guess in the afternoon. But probably like it's going to be like a 2 or 3 o'clock, which isn't super not normal, but I feel like normally like 1 or 2 o'clock is when people sometimes come over to have like over, and then we'll probably eat like an hour or 2 after that, you know? But yeah, we're going to be having Thanksgiving super, super early, I feel like, on Thanksgiving this year. But that's because I believe they're going over to then my aunt's family's house, I think. But the reason that we were really trying to push for, like, somebody's doing something on Friday, I guess, that they can't do it. And then Matthew won't be here on Saturday, and I think somebody else isn't going to be here on Saturday or can't do it on Saturday. But my cousin, who I think I was telling you guys, he is gone actually in training for his job in, I thought was Maryland, then was in Georgia, or was in Georgia and now is in Maryland or something like that. But he is like gone, and he won't be able to be back for Christmas either. So like for Thanksgiving is, you know, the first holiday he'll be back for, and probably the last one for, again, I don't remember. I have to go back and even watch the vlog for what I said. I thought it was 8 months maybe or something like that. I know I was talking about it, but he is like leaving and lives out of state and is working out of state as well now, and stuff like that. So again, we will be seeing him for Thanksgiving and won't be like seeing him again for Christmas and stuff like that. So that's why we were really trying to find some time that we would be able to get together for Thanksgiving, because he's back for this week, which we didn't even think, and we weren't sure that he was actually going to be back for any holidays at all. I think for most of this year was what we figured. But it's weird because we actually haven't had, I don't think, a family party since he actually ended up leaving. Because the last time I think we honestly got together was over the summer, or not summer, but like, I think it was maybe like August or something like that was when we last got together. And that was again for his like going away party sort of thing we ended up doing. And there was one birthday party that my aunt was going to throw for one of my cousins, but it ended up getting canceled. That would have been the only party that we would have had, I think, between those 2 times. So it's not really like that weird, like, oh, this is the first party where he's going to be here, you know, stuff like that. Because I was like, the last time we had a family get together, he was there, you know, and that was like the going away party and everything like that. So yeah, the fact that he won't be here for Christmas will probably be weird, but like I said, we didn't end up getting together for his birthday, which is in October. But again, the last family get together we ended up having was, you know, he was there for. So, you know, even some of, like, you know, birthday parties and stuff like that, every once in a while, like, there's a cousin that might not be there, or a family member or something like that that might not be able to be there just because of, you know, work and other things going on or whatever. And it's kind of funny that, again, really the last family get together he was there for, and now we're like trying to make sure that we can get together for Thanksgiving, because we won't see him again for, I know, quite some time. And again, him flying out here and stuff like that, you know, for any parties over the next while as well, even too once he does get a job, because he doesn't have that much time off either, like holidays and stuff like that. I think even too he won't necessarily get off for. It's just kind of a toss up. And again, we didn't know that he was going to be back for Thanksgiving, so that's one of the reasons we've been really trying to push to try and have, like, you know, the Thanksgiving and everything like that. But yeah, guys, so we, like I said, it's kind of weird now that I'm like, you know, we're not going to do Thanksgiving and I don't have to go and get a turkey. So long story short, guys, ended up not going to Meijer today to go and get that turkey that was 33 cents a pound, which I thought was an amazing deal. And on top of that too, you didn't have to spend like $25 or $50 or $100 to get it at that price. You know, sometimes that's how the stores kind of rope you in. Do all of your holiday shopping here and, you know, get, you know, the turkey for X amount of, you know, dollars per pound or whatever, cents per pound, and then they're like, but you have to spend this much, and you can get all the other, you know, shopping stuff and things like that. But sometimes, like in this case, we weren't going to do that. I didn't want to have to spend, because I think at Jewel theirs was 39 cents a pound, which is pretty good also, and I wouldn't have mind, like, it probably would have cost more money driving to Meijer with gas than saving the few extra cents at Jewel, you know, that extra 6 cents. So it wasn't a huge, great, big deal to me, but I had to spend $25 to get that. So I wasn't, like I said, a huge fan of it. But again, now we don't need a turkey. So I was even thinking too, I was like, well, maybe we could do something on Friday then or something like that, because I don't know, there's certain foods too that, like, there's this one kind of mashed potatoes that I personally really, really love. I actually think it's from the Better Homes and Gardens magazine. It's like a baked mashed potatoes, and I loved it, guys. It's probably my favorite mashed potatoes. I made it, I think, honestly, one of the first vlogs that Christmas I made it for the first time, and I loved it, and I fell in love with it, and like every holiday we use that same mashed potato recipe now. But like I said, so that we won't have, you know. I really like doing the green bean casserole, but I like doing it with fresh green beans. That's what I did last year, and I've done it a few times since too, just as like a side dish. That's why I really prefer it. So again, there's a couple things that I really like, and I like personally making as well for Thanksgiving that we're not going to be having. That I'm like, if we don't make it on Christmas, then I'm not going to have it, you know, for any other holiday, you know, until like next year if we don't have Thanksgiving at, you know, for a family or whatever. But Matthew, I believe, will not be here on Saturday either. Anyways, that is a whole week ahead. Wednesday we have got Jack's awards night, and then Thursday is my birthday, and guys, I will actually probably have some special footage for you guys on Thursday, because we're going somewhere pretty cool for my birthday dinner. Actually two pretty cool places that I will show you guys most likely. So I've got some fun stuff coming up this week as well to share with you guys, but I just need to actually wash my face and get to bed. I stayed up, looks like a little bit later than I probably should have, but yeah, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, it was like 8:30 or something like that, almost 9 o'clock, and I was like, why did my dad not come to try and wake me up yet so that we could go to Meijer? And that's when he came in, and it was like almost 9:30 by that time, and he's like, we don't have to go to the grocery stores because we're not having Thanksgiving anymore. And I was like, okay, so we're, you know, we don't need to go to the grocery stores in the morning. So like I said, he just ran out to Menards to get what he needed and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.